with a bit of refinement, they can get away with it.
Oh, I just saw when we are going for a loading screen that CJ is the one on Ruby, but in terms in this in-game, that CJ brings the Grok on, you know, EXP.
You mean CY here, but I think overall, it was to be expected, right? Nothing too out of the ordinary. And we do expect that, you know, as we see that the overall stats are looking good for him, these team fights, the drift, they are rotating fast. I'm a rookie getting some good damage onto Kelvin. But coming back to your topic onto CJ on this Grok, right? I'm surprised too, right? Why would they decide to actually put him into the EXP lane? It's not like the matchup is too difficult, and I'm pretty sure that with Ruby, it might as well would have been a sandbag anyways.
Yeah, I think if Ruby versus the Lapu Lapu, it could make more sense because of how Ruby needs that level 4 to just live into expectation versus Lapu Lapu. But in terms of Grok, he has much more kit to just play as support rather than Ruby to need to play a little bit of a, you know, a holdback game to wait for the ultimate to be online. So MAHARLIKA, they must be an explanation to this kind of switcheroo because they still have their confidence in game number 1. So yeah, why don't we check it out? What happened with this kind of matchup?
Well, personally, I believe that MAHARLIKA are thinking, you know what? If I have Grok in the side lane, I'm able to push faster than this Lapu Lapu. I'm going to be able to move first. Similarly, like if it was Benedetta, they play the exact same way. I clear these waves, I instantly rotate, and see if I can make that difference. Now, top side is where the gold lane is. Nothing's going to happen there. But Kelvin, as well as CJ nearby, Tong's going to jump on top of him. Can he actually pull this off? He tries to ult into the middle of all three, but now the farmer saves him with the call altar, and MAHARLIKA takes away the turtle as they turn around this fight. Reach Swag is trying his best with the feather airstrike, but my goodness, Starboy went down so fast.
This is maybe the first time that MAHARLIKA wins on that team fight coming in for the Starboy. That retry coming in for Starboy. A little bit late here. MAHARLIKA plays it really well with that wall charge coming in for CJ. I think for the side of MAHARLIKA, they had much more confidence and control coming in for that objective retake. Drift, they played aggressive early, but I think they need to hold back a little bit because MAHARLIKA is expecting them.
Oh, let's see how much they do expect here. Fuji gets pulled back by the Shadow Stampede, but again, no punishment. ENX isn't going to flicker for it. But we're seeing that top side. I'm a rookie. He's not going to get much done here. And Kelvin, he knows he can get this kill, but Daizo flickers forward. Oh my goodness. Kelvin, understanding how much damage this Brody is doing, sets it up for Daizo to dive.
Daizo. That dive made really well in terms of how. I think the problem is the drift. When they are not ahead, I think they don't know what to do to just cope with the energy that MAHARLIKA could bring here. That the drift, they still has the chances to just play it a little bit slow in terms of they need to farm up, they need to funnel any kind of resources into the hands of I'm Rookie. But I'm Rookie been caught up at that top side is not a good way to deal with coming in for the drift.
It really isn't. And I think, you know, now we're seeing CY getting his gold advantage. He's got that Blade of Despair in his hands. He's willing to go for these 1v1s. Fuji tries to make the play so far, but the feathered airstrike comes in a little later, and it waits for the call altar and he's trying his best to disengage the rest of the team and set up for CY, but it's going to be Kelvin who gets hit. They move back. Nobody dies after all of that. 3 battle spells, 4 ults being used. Nobody dies.
That is unfortunate for the drift because they are fully committed in that team fight in that mid lane. But MAHARLIKA is just really going for the turtle push here. It takes one objective, they take on the team fight.
And now they continue to engage. The wild charge already pushes Starboy in an awkward position. He's only level 6. He's so very low as Kelvin chases him down all the way to the ends of the earth and finally picks him off. And now he's got the entire jungle to himself to reap the rewards. And Age, don't do it. Don't do it. And AX, you can definitely see him thinking about it. He had his ultimate. He wanted to pull somebody in, but he knew, all right, everybody just wants to calm down for just a hot minute.
Yeah, I think the calm down moment is really needed for side of MAHARLIKA because the drift, they are crumbling too much.
They have way too much. Reach Swag tries to fly on out of there, but ends up dying anyways to the lightning truncheon of Daiso. And Tong all by himself, unable to get the damage reduction in. Time gets locked down as Fuji falls to the hands of Kelvin too. I'm a rookie. He's nearby, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away with anything here. With so many members already down, he's still hovering just in case he could do something. But he knows that a dive is imminent. Top tier 1 is under threat. Where in the world is their marksman? Clearing out that mid lane as they do a cheeky lane swap down to the bottom side.
MAHARLIKA, that team fight for the purple buff. MAHARLIKA doesn't need CY to be with them. That burst, constant damage from MAHARLIKA is not needed because of the 4,000 gold lead that MAHARLIKA currently possess. Is too much to be dealt with from the drift because they cannot go for the Fuji still. They cannot. Iron Rookie has no armor penetration left. They just kill down CJ, maybe in IX. It's too much to be dealt with for the drift. They need to find one. They need for that ultimate coming in. They need that divine judgment from Fuji to isolate one member from MAHARLIKA and just stay with not continue that team fight. Bring that momentum back for the drift.
It could be hard though. Wayne CJ getting some good damage. Power of nature followed up immediately after the wild charge. One-shotting I'm a rookie. You cannot disrespect Grok with a high and dry. He does so much more damage than you would imagine.
That is a good slap coming in for Grok. He's just gone.
He's just gone. And NAX actually finds one into Reach Swag. He almost gets pulled back by the Shadow Stampede, but this purple buff, look at Kelvin. He is already level 11. The Starboy's level 8. This early game is done and dusted, and MAHARLIKA are making sure that they don't make the same mistakes as before with a 6.9 that's about to turn into a 7k gold lead. Kelvin is farming in enemy territory. He's barely going into his own jungle anymore.
Yeah, he gives all the resources for the side of MAHARLIKA jungle into the hands of CY. When CY joins the team fight, CY is going to be unstoppable. That is the point for MAHARLIKA. In terms of what happened for now, MAHARLIKA, when they go 4-man fight, they leaves away CY on the other side of the map. Maybe the drift with a conceal, they can find CY. Just farm one person coming in from the side of MAHARLIKA could make the deal.
Rookie! He's so done for.
He's gone.
There's nothing he can do. He was so close to getting the recall off, but Kelvin cancels it just in time there. No, the drift, they're falling apart here. It's so tough when you don't have the gold on your side, and especially this early on into the game, MAHARLIKA are snowballing out of control. Looking for a snipe here, doesn't connect, but they want that turn 2.
They want it, they get it maybe because of how they played a little aggressively. Because the drift, I think they need to find a way that doesn't have any answers for that possession that they hold right now. Because the drift, anything that they tried, conceal. Now we're talking, but yeah, the problem, the drift is not going to make it.
Look, I mean, everybody on the side of the drift are not very high level. Like, they only even out against ANX, and that's a support from the side of MAHRLK. It's not good. 9k ahead, there's no way that MAHARLIKA can throw away such a lead unless they truly blunder.
I think the moments MAHARLIKA played too confident, they drive onto the tier 2 turrets for the side of the drift. That moment when the mistakes happen, it's the point for the side of the drift. But now Starboy is alone here.
Yep, he gets pulled away into the Shadow Stampede, and straight away the I'm Offended doesn't even need to connect, but MAHARLIKA, at this point, there's nothing they can't do any wrong. The drift are just too far behind, and Starboy, only reaching level 10, makes an attempt to steal away the Lord, but it just doesn't matter here. The rest of the members of the drift are just backing up, making sure that they can take any kind of gold on this map.
10,000 gold lead. Does it even matter anymore for the side of the drift? MAHARLIKA, one clash coming in. If they can catch down Fuji, it's a good plus for the side of MAHARLIKA. But the drift, I don't think that the damage they had as well as the sustainability for them could, manage to just repel the attack from MAHARLIKA. Lord and mid, the members is on bottom.
Oh, instant wombo combo on the bottom side. Nibiru's passion shreds through the members. CY is so far ahead. They have no waves. The Drift clear it off just in that time, but the second waves are about to collide here, and MAHARLIKA need to decide where exactly they want to take. These inhibitors are free, and they're going to start it off with mid lane. Swag could use the feathered air. He still doesn't. He already hasn't gotten back it yet. And now top side is going to fall. MAHARLIKA get to walk with everything as Starboy tries to delay and stagnate. They find the initial catch onto CJ, but Nemiro's passion comes out. They find the trade instantly. Tom flickers away to safety. Fuji can only do so much. Feathered airstrike to deter the rest, and MAHARLIKA Esports only lose one. They still have an 11k goal lead with 2 inhibitors under their belt.
It's still the lead for the side of MAHARLIKA. We expect that MAHARLIKA forced the team fight on bottom side. The Drift could, take 1 or 2 kills. They take down CJ. That is a good point. But the Drifts could not, reduct a little bit of the goal lead coming in from MAHARLIKA, because none of the resources could be taken away for the side of the Drift. They doesn't have possession onto their jungle. The mid has been taken away. Not enough space to be played.
Oh, Kelvin just runs into all 5, taking out the Brody, and now the rest of the team gets to walk at them for free. Daizo disrespecting it. A double kill already. They get the reset into the call altar. The I'm offended onto Fujipo, running away to pull them. They don't want to give it over to MAHARLIKA as they find 2 more. Starboy all by himself, can't do anything. Wild Charge puts him back down, and what an exciting, clean game coming out from the Filipino representatives. MAHARLIKA Esports take it 1-16. GG, well played.
MAHARLIKA again, they prove they can win game number 1 as well. Game number 2 with the clean sweep.